Greetings everyone, my name is Calvin, and recently I've been working on creating a new franchise called the Omniscient Verse. Currently I'm in the making of writing the main story known as Eclectic Ascension. This is the audiobook of Eclectic Ascension. There are many other stories to come, but for now this is Chapter 1, Episode 3. Enjoy! The same day. Edmund's heart is pounding so hard that it's almost as if it's punching his chest to break free. Come through, Edmund. The vet tells Edmund to enter the room with a sense of dread in his voice. Edmund enters the room and immediately stares at Beerus, not saying a word as the tension in the room becomes thick enough to chew on. The vet, closing the door behind him as he walks in after Edmund, says, "I'm not going to lie to you, Edmund. I don't have good news for you." Edmund turns his head, with his eyes now glossy. "What's the prognosis?" Edmund exclaims with a tremble in his voice. The vet sits down and asks Edmund to do the same. Edmund follows and sits on one of the chairs opposite of the vet's desk. Beerus is laying on the examination table, fast asleep. The only movements he makes are his stomach and chest moving up and down from his labored breath. "Edmund? Edmund." The vet calls for Edmund's attention. Edmund, memorizing every strand of hair on Beerus, breaks the stare and looks at the vet. "After a thorough examination, I found that his gums are white. He's dehydrated and refuses to eat." The vet seems tense with a straight face. Edmund, with his concern weighing more than his concentration, says, I knew that he wasn't eating or drinking, but what of his white gums?" Edmund's heart rate grows with his anxiety. "I'm sorry, Edmund. I'm afraid that his kidneys are failing. He hasn't much time left. You'd best say your goodbyes." Edmund sheds a tear for every labored breath Beerus takes. He raises from the chair and moves towards Beerus. "I'll give you some alone time." As the vet is leaving the room, he is paused by a remark from Edmund. "I don't understand. He was fine the other day." The vet, before leaving the room, tells Edmund, "It takes a while for kidney failure to show. Normally it's treatable, but not this far in. I'm sorry, Edmund." The vet leaves the room, closing the door behind him. No other emotions fill Edmund except grief. Edmund clutches Beerus almost as if he is trying to hold on to what life Beerus has left. "I'll find you in the afterlife, buddy. This I promise, no matter the cost." The door opens and the vet walks in. "My condolences, Edmund." Placing his hand on Edmund's back, the vet tells him, "He's gone." The scene pans out to a view of the sun setting on the city and the moon rising. Edmund sat on his porch chair with his pipe crossed firmly in his hand as he stared into the abyss of memories flashing through his mind of him and Beerus enjoying meals together. The smell of tobacco fills the air with the pipe burning, though Edmund has not raised it to his lip once. For the first time, Edmund had gone home without Beerus racing time to be there to greet him. For the first time in his life, Edmund had sat there alive, but his passion was dulled. Edmund laid down his pipe on the table next to him and stood up, slowly swung the door open to his house that was once filled with joy. What used to be a home is now a shell that holds Edmund's grief, dark and barely lit by the moon shining through the window. Edmund steps inside and heads to his room. After changing, he sits on the bed with a reminiscent yet mournful tear sliding down his cheek. The scene switches to the next morning, with the frame being overhead of the city shining bright and bustling. Edmund stood at his stall, barely able to concentrate on luring more customers. He was able to sleep, but struggled to rest. Sleep deprived and filled with grief, Edmund finds himself lost in a world with so much life. He packs up his odds and trinkets and leaves his stand. As Edmund walks through the streets of Sentia, he suddenly feels a jolt in his heart. The jolt of a broken heart. His palms become sweaty and his heart palpitates. Edmund finds himself by a water fountain he and Beerus used to visit from time to time. Edmund approaches the fountain, exhausted, grieving and in pain. He reaches into the hefty sack of coins given to him by the nobleman who purchased the necklace. Edmund pulls out a coin. I wish I had the power to bring him back. Edmund flicks the coin into the fountain, and before the agitation in the water settles, he takes a seat on the bench near the fountain. His hand clamps his chest as the heart palpitations grow stronger with each passing minute. The people around him converse and laugh without a care in the world. It is peaceful to Edmund, but he takes out his pipe and fills it with some tobacco, as he needs something other than air in his lungs. He pulls out a match and lights one. Then he moves the burning match to the pipe. The noisy city, the running water of the fountain, and the sizzling of tobacco are enough to distract him for a short time. Suddenly, the city goes quiet, and the calming sounds are no longer heard. Edmund's eyes widen, as the only thing he hears is his abnormal heartbeat. The heartbeat that was once abnormal is now no longer. His grip on the pipe loosens, and the pipe crashes to the ground. Edmund slumps over, gazing at the fountain. Edmund's vision slowly reduces to a tiny pinhole, until the beautiful fountain disappears entirely. Edmund's heart has stopped. The people near the fountain surrounding Edmund try to resuscitate, all to no avail. The humble merchant from the city of Sentia has met the same fate as his friend who he mourned so dearly. Edmund Knight has shuffled off this mortal coil due to heartbreak syndrome. Thank you for listening. I hope you've enjoyed today's story. And if you're liking the story so far, please feel free to like and subscribe. And if you're interested in keeping up with the Omniscient Verse, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss an episode. Until next we meet, stay safe and farewell.